Hello and welcome to the Build With Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Bear. I'm here to build a model kit and hang out with all of you. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, and the blue emote. If you're currently you got tier 2, you get that blue emote. Welcome everybody. If you're currently a subscriber, you can apply with those emotes. If you're not quite a subscriber yet, you can just say hi or do other emotes for other people. I have to update the title of this because we're working on the Heavyarms Endless Waltz. Let's do Heavyarms Custom, which is the EW MG. Great. So we're doing that. Excellent. Hello to Lashbrook. Hello to Aristophan. I apologize for not having that updated. I have been busy today. And also just generally busy, but yeah, didn't get to it, so I apologize for that. Tonight, working on the Heavyarms Custom Endless Waltz version Master Grade so you may remember that there are some upgrades that happen, big upgrades that happen in Gundam Wing. You have the Death Scythe Hell, and then you have like the Shenlong becomes the Ultron. So that's a big change. The Wing doesn't go there. They just find the old prototype Wing, so that just gets replaced with the older version, which is the better version. And then some of the other kits don't get that. But the Heavyarms does have a second version where they add a second barrel to the gun, so it's called the Custom. But every Endless Waltz version is called the Custom, which is confusing. So this is the Endless Waltz version of the Heavyarms. You know it's different because it has 4 guns and also it's a different color. They changed the color scheme. Hey, I'm John, welcome. And it makes sense to change the color scheme because Endless Waltz is, even though it is the OVA/movie, it is a much darker tone and it's a much dingier look to it. So all the kits, your red and orange friend might not fit in, but your dark blue friend might work out just perfect. So the Heavyarms is a little different in its coloring. History of this kit. Dirty's here. What's up, Dirty? Happy to have you here. The history of this kit is that it was released in the late 90s. This Heavyarms Master Grade version. There was the high grade that was released internationally. Master Grade, very difficult to find. Only made so many of them. And then it was gone. And then in 2011, the Heavyarms, the regular Heavyarms, got a re-release with a new booklet, completely new mold. They put the Heavyarms Master Grade out. And then in 2016, they put out this kit, the Heavyarms Endless Waltz version, came out in 2016. And it's still hard to find. It was still hard to find then. It was still only released in Japan. And then in 2022, in February of 2022, pre-orders went up for this kit from Premium Bandai. And I spent a lot of money. Way less than if I bought it on eBay or Amazon or in a store that knows what prices are for things. But it was still a lot of money. But this has been one of my white whales. This is one of the kits the Nautiku I built last year was one of the kits I'd never been able to find in Master Grade of the Endless Waltz version. The only other one left after I finish this is the Sandrock, but I don't like the Sandrock, so I'm never gonna buy the Endless Waltz Sandrock. Pat Ahab Bear says Aristophan. Aristophan, yeah, you're not wrong. This has been my white whale. This has been a kit that I have been searching for at a reasonable price for a very long time. I'm so thrilled to have this. Again, this is the 2016. So the booklet is really nice. A lot of good detail. Obviously, it's a 2011 kit with added parts from 2016. But this 2011 bones of that Heavyarms is very solid. So I'm looking forward to this, putting this together. There are some stickers, despite the fact that it is a Master Grade, because we're not even going to use all of them. But we do have some of the stickers. You can do the face sticker to make it the clown face, which is fun. We might put that on. I don't know. And of course, the chest plate has stickers. Even if it is a master grade, it's still not going to be 2 layers of plastic. I wish it was. I wish it was 2 layers of plastic and you didn't have to put on these stickers, but you do. It is what it is. All right. Also, should say, thank you to everybody who's a subscriber. Thank you for everybody who's watching. If you would like to become a subscriber and you're not already, it would be a great time to do that. We are currently at 32 subscribers. Would love to get to 40. I don't think we're going to get to 40 tonight, but would love to get there. I'm going to hit the old, let me hit the old channel analytics here. Because 40 a month is where I know I will get a payout every month. I don't expect to get a payout. I'm going to say it's looking like I won't get a payout in the middle of August, which is a shame. So if you'd like to become a subscriber, now's a great time to do it. If you'd like to gift a sub to somebody in the community, now is also a great time to do it. Somebody just subscribed. If you want to hit that notification button, I would love that. So we can all say thank you. If you don't want to, that's okay. But we are at 33 now. I will say that. We just hit 33. It just jumped up. But yeah, the goal is to hit... Yeah, we're at 33. The goal is to hit 40. But if you'd like to become a subscriber or gift a sub to somebody in the community, now's a great time to do that. Also, for some reason, the notification ain't appearing for me, but it me. Says Stroud. Well, thank you so much. We're still going to hit the old applause there. Thank you very much for that, Stroud. Thank you. Yeah, throw the emotes in the chat. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it very much. Maybe it'll pop up for you at some point. Sometimes it does take a little while for some reason to hit that thing. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. And yeah, 40 is always the goal. If we don't make it, we don't make it. It's okay. But yeah, let's see. I think we've done all the talking. It's time to get into building this kit. And this is like home for me. A master grade from Endless Wall, from Gundam Wing, let alone Endless Waltz, Gundam Wing in general. I know how to build these kits. So I'm very excited about that. And we'll get into it. Click this, click that. And then Heavyarms Kai, best boy. I mean, the one that came out for the manga with all of the extra weapons on the upper body and lower body, and then it's so many weapons that it comes with its own the kit, not the kit itself, but the mobile suit is just you probably need bracers for you to stand and open up all these weapons. That is a cool look. That is a kit I have not built. Oh, nudge that over there. Nudge that. Come on, get out of my way. No, do that. There we go. Overhead light. Still haven't figured out, exactly where that goes. But yeah, this should be old hat for me. I should feel pretty comfortable putting this together. I'm excited for that. In purchases news, I ended up picking up a monitor stand for my third monitor. Originally, I had all 3 monitors connected on the same base, but that just caused my table to shake a lot because it was just too much weight. So I was like, all right, I got to get rid of this third monitor. And then I started using, next to the table, I started using my television because this third monitor, I didn't have a stand for it. I just had the 3 monitor stand. So I was like, oh, shit. And I ended up buying a stand for it, which I can convert this. I haven't done it yet. Right now, this is where my OBS lives, and it usually is where Discord lives as well. But I was using a TV, and now I can finally actually use my third monitor, which looks a lot better. And then everything is the same size and all that, which is good too. All right, so we need E and E and E and B. Let's get B out here for now. Oh, I love this. I have missed our tiny pilots. We gotta get a tiny Troa out of here. Our real tiny Troa needs to come out because Troa's gonna sit in the cockpit. That is a thing that you do not see on modern kits these days. Because I'm an old person. But it's still nice to have. But yeah, now I have my third monitor. This monitor stand, if I wanted to, I could convert it very easily to be a vertical monitor. Which I have not done yet, but I might do. Because I think that might be kind of fun to have. I don't know if it'd be great for OBS, but it would be very good for like for my Discord stuff. That would be really nice. John says, back in my day, Troas sat in cockpits. Damn straight. And they liked it until they like did a spinning dive out of it for some reason because they have a gymnastics background. All right, so we'll pop that out there. Plastic feels pretty good. Again, this is a 2011 printed in 2016 with some new parts kit. So like, and that has just been. So here's the thing with Premium Bandai, you actually really don't know if this kit has been in a warehouse in Japan since 2016 or this year after they took pre-orders, they just did a bunch more. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't have that information. I don't think that this has been sitting in a warehouse since 2016. But I can tell you that it wasn't like, oh, I missed one here. That it wasn't like they were like, oh, we're going to retool this. Like, it's not been retooled. All the shmups you can play. There you go. Yes, on my vertical monitor, Lastbrook. Yes, I thought maybe you're saying Troll would be playing shmups in his Gundam, but I don't think that's true. E24. But yes, this will be good for vertical games, which I don't play a lot of, but maybe I'll get into them. So I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. I have plenty of space to do that, and actually would be a little better to go like that. But I've been thinking about it. The nice thing is also I've been able to adjust it, and it takes up less room than the TV, so I'm able to put more stuff on the space that it's resting, which is good too. All right, now we can start putting together our cockpit core here, which I just love these designs so much. It's been a while. I mean, it's been a while since I did a master grade. It's maybe more than a year. I can't remember exactly when I did the Nautiku, but it wasn't too long ago. I'm pretty sure it was last year that I put together the old Nautiku. The final version of the Shenlong that makes it more like a Chinese luck dragon. It's a beautiful design. That's up there. We've talked about this a lot. Obviously, the Death Scythe is my favorite. I love a Death Scythe. I really like the Epion I love the Epion as a Gundam. I don't love the Epion as a model kit because I don't think that that's a good master grade. The Epion, it's just because its transformation doesn't look good. Like the flight mode just doesn't look great, and I want it to, but I know it doesn't. And so I've always been a little down on the Epion as a mobile suit. Tall Geese 3, good parts of the Epion, classic parts of the Knight Tall Geese. I love a good Knight mobile suit. So, of course, Tall Geese 3, way up there. And then Nautiku, this kind of like Chinese luck dragon style, but it looks so old. It looks older than any of the other ones. And the claw arms are just classic and fantastic and great. And then it's like, hey, instead of a trident, how about a double trident, like a double-ended trident? This is good. Just good shit. All right. Okay, so Troa's in there, and that'll be the last time we see Troa. I should say, happy Gunpla night. Well, happy to you. Welcome. Danson, happy to have you here. I was just about to say, I watched the first hour of WWE SummerSlam before, and there were only 2 matches before I got ready for the stream, which I was a little bummed about. The first match was very good, and I'm very happy that Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch had a lot of time. They had a nice long match, and that rules. How do I say this? How do I say this right? So, I hate Logan Paul as a person and as an internet personality. I hate him. And I also hate that he is seemingly a good wrestler. I don't want him to be. I want him to make an ass of himself. I wanted him last year at WrestleMania to embarrass himself, and he didn't. And I wanted him tonight at SummerSlam to embarrass himself, but he didn't. And it bothers me that he is good at wrestling, and that he is that he is in the ring with competent people making him look good and taking care of him, that's great. Wrestlers should do that when they bring in somebody like that, right? But he definitely has talent, and I don't like that because I want him to be bad at it so that he'll quit and stop doing it. But he's good at it. And his ring gear was very Pokemon inspired, and I like that because I like it when people in the wrestling business wear gear that is inspired by nerdy shit that I like. It's a very Zapdos gear, and I was like, I want to be very mad at this, and I'm not. And so I'm a little, honestly, I'm mad at Logan Paul, but I'm also mad at myself. And I guess that's just where I'm at. Becky Lynch is better than most people give credit for. I mean, look, you ain't got me wrong here. Please don't, for a moment, think that I am not a big Becky supporter. Big time Bex, big time supporter. She's fantastic. She's phenomenal in the ring, and I'm very happy that we now can cheer for her because she is turned face in that match, which is great. Sorry, I'm gonna get things together here. We gotta start building parts of the chest up here. This is the part where if I fuck up anything that I have to fix, it'll be this part because it's not that it's super hard. It's just that sometimes I just fuck this part up. The parts that will be like the connectors between the arms and the chest. I occasionally fuck these up, and then you got to go back and fix your mistakes. I don't want to, but that's okay. I did get a notice from Premium Bandai. Premium Bandai sent me a notice saying, hey, here's the estimated shipping date for your model kits that you pre-ordered. Is it also a Heavyarms? Yes, it is the mid-season refresh Heavyarms. So it's basically the same kit that I've built before because they reissued that in like 2020. That they did a remold of the high grade of the Heavyarms, but it's the Heavyarms that has the one-arm double barrel gun. I've already built it. It's just going to be the exact same thing I built, but with two barrels. But I want to build it because that was a very fun kit to build. And then I also got some, I pre-ordered from Premium Bandai as well earlier, and it's shipping in August, some grunts that I'm looking forward to putting together that I've never built. Never, ever put those together. Those are all high grades. So I'm getting in August, towards the end of August, I will have many mobile suits from Gundam Wing, which, if you know me, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense that I would be doing that. All right, let's get these. Where do I got to go here? 2 and 1. Great. So, yeah, if I fuck up any of this, I got to pat 2 Spurs. Yes. So, yeah, those are the only matches I saw. Bailey's back. Very happy that Bailey is back. Love me some Bailey. Still is a heel. She's got a faction with Dakota Kai and Io Sky. If you're like, Pat, did you just say Io Shirai's name wrong? No, she had a name change. I don't like it. Io Sky is not a great name, but sometimes wrestlers get name changes, and I'm not going to be mad about it. At least she's not just Io, She could have just been Io. But yeah, that's so good for Io Shirai, who is already fantastic, and Dakota Kai, who are going to be with Bailey. And, that's great for both of them. And good for Bailey, too, because she's coming back from injury. She can protect herself a bit. So, here's the thing. You're asked the question, Danson asked the question, what's my opinion on AEW women? My opinion on AEW women is there are some people in there that are incredibly talented. There's some folks in there that aren't my favorite, but I can see why they have a lot of appeal. And the real issue with that division is that it doesn't matter to Tony Khan. And I wish it did. I wish that the women on AEW didn't have banger matches on their YouTube and only title matches or matches setting up for the next title feud on television. I wish that the Dynamite match did not happen the same exact time for the same exact amount of time every week, with occasional exceptions. I wish that division, yeah. Yes, it to me, it's a booking problem. Now, are there some green wrestlers in that division that do need more help? Certainly. Um, but overall, yeah, this is why this thing. They're like, hey, this is from below. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? This is where I fuck up, but I will fix it later if I have to. Because from what I hear, Deeb is as good as it gets. I mean, Deeb is phenomenal. Britt Baker has gotten really good at the mic. She's not my favorite in ring. Thunder Rosa is great on the mic, and she doesn't get to do promos. She's awesome in the ring. Thunder is fantastic, and has gotten even better since she got to AEW and started working with Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Reynolds has gotten even better in the short time that she's worked with him. Let's see. So there's such good upside. I really wish Britt would go away for a bit. Yeah, I mean, last week, what they're doing now is okay. Toni Storm being in there is great. She should have her spot. I think putting a belt on Jade Cargill was a mistake because when she loses, it will kill all her momentum. She could have just been a person that wins all the time, but was protected by not being a champion. But I do think that Jade Cargill is going to just get better and better and better. So, yeah, like, a thing with WWE is, for the last 6 years, 10 years, women got great in NXT and then came up to the main roster, and some of them were excellent, and others, faltered. And they just, sat around because the WWE is also generally only focused on whatever champion they have, and they don't have feuds outside of the division. Now, occasionally they do. Don't get me wrong. There are times where the WWE also has feuds for their women that does not revolve around a title. But it's still few and far between. But yes, also Asuka is unbelievable. The problem with AEW's women's division is they just don't have a champion backstage. They don't have somebody pulling for them. If you watch their YouTube stuff, you see Emi Sakurai just fucking whipping ass and being incredible. Abaddon is got such a look and such a vibe. Abaddon doesn't need a belt, but Abaddon should fucking be on TV. Where the fuck is Sunny Kiss? I mean, Nyla Rose should be champion again. I don't even know what we're fucking doing here. Put a belt on Nyla Rose for fuck's sake. I actually don't think Sunny Kiss is wrestling in the women's division. Sunny Kiss primarily wrestles in the men's division, but Sunny Kiss can do whatever the fuck Sunny Kiss wants. But there's so many talented, and then Chris Statlander kind of turned heel, but mostly just took away her character development, which is, and it's just now I don't know. It feels like, I mean, Ruby Soho has gotten her title shots. Now she's got kind of an angle where she's fighting some people. And I love Ruby. I've loved Ruby since the indie days. People who watch this streams a lot will know how much, will remember how often I talk about Heidi Lovelace, a.k.a. Ruby Riott, a.k.a. Ruby Soho, and how much I just think she is an unbelievably solid in-ring competitor. Just so good, so clean, so crisp. Such a good baby face, just immediately getting people behind her easily. And a great heel, great baby face. Yeah. See, my thing is Ruby is very clean in the ring, but Ruby Riott very much seems to be somebody that needs to do the indies again while she's in AEW, because she was not sloppy as Ruby Soho. As Ruby Riott in WWE, she was never sloppy, because she was working the house show circuit. She was working in ring. She had matches. She had dark matches sometimes, which wasn't on TV. I think this version of Ruby suffers from going weeks without wrestling on TV or on AEW Dark or Dark Elevation. I think she suffers greatly from not being in the ring enough. So if she is ever sloppy, I think it's generally because she's not being utilized. That's just my opinion on it. I'm no expert when it comes to the the wrestling, but that is my observation from being surprised to hear. You're not the first person to say that, but that's generally my surprise, is just like when I hear people refer to her as sloppy, because I'm just like, because that's not the wrestler that I saw on the indies. All right, I did this one wrong, so I'm going to pry this apart and try to get this right, because I did it wrong on one side here. Yeah, I mean, Reddit is also Reddit, and like, look, I'm in several Discords where wrestling is a big topic, and sometimes people say things that I'm just like, we're watching different shows. But I also understand that I am me, and that, I have my opinions and my thoughts on wrestling, and it's not always going to line up with other people's thoughts. Some people really love certain wrestlers that I've just been like, nah, not my thing. And then I have championed wrestlers and people have been like, I do not know what you're talking about. And I think that's fine. All right, is that ready? Okay, I think I did this right. This gave me some issues last time, so I think I did it right. So anyway, long story short, I think AEW's women's division has all the tools. They just need somebody to really care about what they're doing. Also, So Baron Corbin has go home heat with me. And he also recently was talking to somebody on something, and he said that go home heat doesn't exist. And I'm like, yeah, you would say that, Baron Corbin. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, go home heat, or X-Pac heat, is basically, look, you cheer for the good guys, you boo for the bad guys. But sometimes it's not that you're like, ooh, I like booing you. It's like, hey, get out of here. I don't want to look at you. I wish you weren't here. It's like apathy. I am apathetic towards Baron Corbin. Like, I know that in the ring, he's fine. I think as a heel, he's fine. But I would rather not see him. I would rather see other people that I would enjoy booing or enjoy cheering. And then, yes, of course, you can cheer for the people you're supposed to boo because you still like them. And you can boo the people that... I mean, you could boo with somebody that you're just like, no, I don't want to like you. Sorry. There's no way I will enjoy what's happening right now. But yeah, Baron Corbin, I just don't particularly want to see him do his thing in the ring. Look, am I going to watch the replay and watch him and Pat McAfee? Of course I am. I gotta support Pat. SmackDown Pat? Of course I gotta support him. Pat McAfee has some friends that I think are kind of shitty. But like, I don't know. It's very clear Pat McAfee is a great announcer and a good in-ring competitor. And has had some solid matches. So I would be happy to cheer for old SmackDown Pat. Did I do this wrong? Is this the wrong piece? What am I doing here? Is that not A25? Did I do the wrong piece here? No, that's A25. It's got to be A25. No. I put these on the wrong piece. I completely fucked this up. That's fun. That's fun for me that I just did this wrong. Very fun. Sometimes you can fix mistakes. The young IRS kids, yeah. Oh yeah, the Wyndhams. I miss the Wyndhams. Uh, I do miss the Wyndhams. You're not wrong there. Yeah, I put those on the wrong piece. I don't know what I'm doing here. Really goofing this up. I'm so excited working on this kit. I also should say I'm very tired today. I apologize if I like zone out for a second or lose whatever. It's just like it's been a busy weekend of yard work and getting some stuff done. I had to. I had to. I needed to finish a video that I finished today that I have been very excited to be working on. So I got that done, but I had to do some scripting for that because my previous scripting I looked at and went, "Oh, this is not what I wanted this to be." All right, so this is the normal. Okay, so this is the normal high grade shoulder thing and heavy arms, and this is the different one. This is the endless waltz one, and so I set this up out of habit on the wrong one. So I'm glad I figured that out because I was looking at it and go, this doesn't look right. It doesn't look right at all. So I'm glad that I fixed my mistake now so that I don't have to live with it later. All right, so that's going to go like that. Yeah. Or maybe it goes on the other side. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what I'm doing wrong. Chat challenge. Tell me the difference between white reflection, rhythm emotion, and just communication by sound only. Oh, wow. I mean, like, the synth hits different. I mean, the chat can have their own opinions, but in my mind, the differences between those is just really it's the thing. Because here's the thing. I love 2-mix. Can't get enough of 2-mix. But yeah, their songs do have a similarity, like a striking similarity, because it is so synth forward, and that particular sound goes across all of the music they did for Gundam. So I can understand why you might be like, I don't know if I'm hearing this, like what this song is supposed to be. I can understand that. Also, because like white reflection is basically just rhythm emotion. It's like very close. You'd be forgiven for not getting that one right because it's very close. Whereas I think just communication does have a bit of a different vibe to it. All right, so this is where we want to go. This is what we want to say here. I was just listening to Just Communication live the other day because I've been able to find on YouTube good HD uploads of 2-mix like performances, like when those songs came out, like they're dressed in matching gear that looks a little bit like Char's uniform, and it's just like them on stage and they're rhythm dancers, because since the whole concert is just like a dude with several synths and a lady singing, they instead have just like rhythm dancers behind them, and the rhythm dancers are great, don't get me wrong, but it's like one of those things, just like, okay, I mean, you didn't know how to make this a stage show yet, so they're just going for it. It's still very good. All right, so I don't need this part. I'm going to put that there. I started early Gundam. Holy shit, it's kind of hard. Yeah. I mean, it's old, right? Like, if it's old, and it's a lot of people talking, and then there's violence, and mechs, and gunpla, and it's, yeah, and it's like a lot is going on. Yes, an Amuro doing his thing. Original Gundam takes a little bit to kind of warm up to, because there's like, There's a lot of shit going on there. But eventually, it really fucking picks up. The pace picks up on that, and I think you will like what you're getting there eventually. But yeah, I can see how that would take a little while. You're halfway through Zeta, and they really threw. Oh, I mean, Zeta and Double Zeta is just like, what are we doing? Double Zeta is just like, what is happening right now? Do you all want to make this show? What are we doing? And then it's still my recommendation for his first Gundam series. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this before, right? My first was Wing, and then I went back and fell in love with everything. I don't think Wing is a good place to start. I think 8th MS Team is a good place to start because it is short and I think it tells a really good story and I think it visually holds up. And I think that is a valid place to start. People are like, sometimes people say, like, watch the Gundam origin movies. And I'm like, I'm less interested in that as a thing that people should be doing. Just because it is kind of all over the, not all over the place. It's good. It's just not exactly what I would recommend as a starting place. And then the other thing that I have recommended to people is Iron-Blooded Orphans because it is in HD. It is widescreen. It is beautiful looking and it is sad as shit. And you get the whole package. You get the vibes because it really focuses on the child soldier element and the despair element. The core tenets of Gundam that some Gundam shows, I'm looking at you, Gundam Seed, like some shows really still want to make it a shonen, and I think Iron-Blooded Orphans is being like, yeah, there are kids in here. It sucks that they are. And whereas other shows in the Gundam universe sometimes focus a little too much on like, these kids are the future and they're gonna save the world. And it's just like, hey, it's fucked that they have to do that. You should make that clear that it's completely fucked that they're the ones that have to do this. That's bad. So I do, occasionally like to. Yeah, I don't love Gundam Unicorn as much as some other people. But some people fucking love Gundam Unicorn, and I'm not as enthused on that one. Honestly, it's really just like, I think if you were going to introduce Gundam and you were with people, some of whom are young, like young adults, Build Fighters is really fun. I mean, you miss out on some of the references, but like, you get the thing. Like, I know people that just fucking hate all of the Build Fighters and Divers and Battle Log and all of that. But I'm just like, I don't know. As somebody that really loves Gunpla, it's a celebration of like Gundam and Gunpla and all that in a way that I can really get behind and understand why people like it. Like, it's not my favorite. I would never list Build Fighters as like the best Gundam show or anything, but like, I don't know, it's cute and it celebrates the world of Gundam in a way that I really enjoy, because I remember having action figures and playing with my action figures, and if I could place those action figures into a machine and then have them battle at each other kids, that would be the coolest shit in the world. So it's like, I totally understand why kids love Build Fighters. Unicorn is a weird choice to me because that's like a whole history of Zeon, and yes. Yes, I think Unicorn, you could just be like, hey, if you want to watch Unicorn first, you will be confused, but it's interesting, and maybe you'll like pick up some stuff as you go. I think you would have to go into that show knowing that you're going to be at a loss at certain elements, but visually be really interested. Which is why I often recommend that people watch Iron Blood Orphans because it is its own self-contained story. You don't know don't need to have a history of the series to be able to pick it up, which is beneficial. The second Volt. I mean, I remember being very confused when Voltron was suddenly a different thing, and it was just like I do remember being confused at the time. I think I was fine with it because I believe I cannot remember for sure, but I believe I just assumed that I had missed something. That it wasn't that it was me. That I was like something else had happened, and I just wasn't sure what was going on. All right, so this should lock into place easy, and it's not. This is not going to clip onto the bottom until these parts, the chest parts, line up right. So I may have screwed up something here, or it might just be I have to. Yeah, this is not lining up correctly, and it would have to line up correctly for everything to work. So now I have to figure out why. Why is this not lining up correctly? What did I do wrong? Did I put the shoulder pieces in incorrectly? Do they need to pop in farther? What did I mess up? But we're early in the kit, so it's okay to be like, hey, why is this not working? Did I do something wrong? I think that's totally reasonable to be confused in the moment and wonder what I did wrong. So this at least is right. I mean, I know this is right. And I know that this is right. Okay. I know this part's right, but I might have done the shoulders wrong. So now I'm looking to see if I did the shoulders wrong. Because if I did the shoulders wrong, or the connectors for the shoulders, then that would explain why things aren't going right. I remember reading an interview with Gundam Wing designer, and he said, what does everyone think of when they think of a Gundam? A man in a mask. Yeah. I mean, for some people, that's what Gundam is. Gundam is Char. And then you have Zex in Wing. You get yourself a masked baddie. Yeah. That's not what I think of when I think of Gundam. I don't think of Char first when I think of Gundam, but I can understand that. I could kind of understand why someone would think that way, and that is what they lean forward with. And you even get one Iron Blood Orphans. Yeah, get that there. I mean, hell, in this, for some reason, there is a half clown mask, the sad comedy and tragedy mask, on this very kit. That is a thing. So it's not to me, that's not. I understand why someone would say that, even if I don't necessarily agree with it, because I'm like, well, that's not that's not the first thing I think about when I think of Gundam is Char, but I can understand why someone else would say that. Okay, so this is not connected properly yet the way it needs to. Oh, I got one side in. Can I get the other side in? This is almost connected right. Oh, no. Okay. We got to get this in right. We got to do this. This is not going to work if it doesn't. Again, even though this kit was printed in 2016, it is still a 90s design that wasn't super updated. It's just a reprinting. This wasn't fully from the ground up design in 2011 and then new parts for 2016 to make it the custom. So it is still a product of its time. Its time being the late 90s. All right, try it again. Got to get this part lined up here, and then I have to get the front in, the back in. Of course, I don't want to snap anything, but I do want it to go in right. All right, I got 3 out of the 4 parts of this connected. Still not right. Nope. Okay. Get off again. Separate again. Okay. And there's no like, it's giving me views, but it's not giving me like instructions of like, hey, make sure it goes like this and do this thing second and first. I mean, it is. I guess it is recommending that I do. It is recommending that I do the bottom part first, which doesn't seem right, but sure. Let's see. Other things I can talk about while I'm trying this. Oh, hey, if you're the kind of person, because you might be out there, you might be here watching. If you're the kind of person that is always looking for a good dub to check out, starting on Monday, one of my favorite shows the past couple of years, Given, is having a dub, and they're releasing all 11 episodes. I don't believe they're doing the movie right now, at least. All 11 episodes of the anime Given, which is a music a drama set in a high school. It is a gay love story. Beautiful. There is a dub of that, and my boy Y Chang is doing a voice of one of the band members, which fucking rules. Y Chang is a voice actor and a voice producer, and also has helped a lot with doing like dub music, singing, but also he does a lot of like translation of lyrics for the English versions of like openings. The white blood cell show, the show about cells. I forget the name of it. He did the translation for that, and did a good job with that. But yeah, Y Chang is doing that. So if you're looking for a good dub of a nice queer story, check it out. And I don't know if they are doing. I assume that they're doing all the songs in English, because it would be weird if they didn't. But I don't know for sure because I haven't seen it yet. So, like I said, I would hope that they're doing that, but I can't tell you for sure if they are. All right, so I think I got the bottom in. Now let's try to get this top in here. And we want to get this. Whoop, that popped out. This is really, I'm really struggling with this model kit, which is frustrating because I'm so amped and hyped to fucking build it. It's like, come on. Other things. Hey, if you were a VR user, go over to fangamer.itch.io and check out their first game that is in beta right now. That's right, Fangamer, the people that make merch for other people and sell that merch that get licenses. The fine folks at Fangamer have released a VR game in beta right now called Mayonnaise Hole. And if you're like, Pat, what the fuck did you just say to me? It is not a filthy term for anything. This is not slang for anything. Mayonnaise Hole is a game. It is the VR version of a real, quote unquote, real game that they have been playing. It was clearly there's a video, you can watch the video. It's clearly started as like a time waster at PAX. Hey, Lord Crashington, where they had like a little packet of mayonnaise tied to a tape or taped to a string on a stick, and you had to, from far away, get the mayonnaise packet through like a pipe or something through the hole. And that has been a thing that has been like started as like employees of Fangamer just goofing around like while they waited for union people to do their jobs, and waited for their turn at conventions. And then it spread to their community being interested in it, and now it's them dipping their toes into development of video games if they want to be a video game developer or publisher. they have, it's apparently like one person's project. It's like a one man development team, and they're making this game called Mayonnaise Hole. And you can play the beta of it if you have VR. I don't think there's a not VR version. And I believe it is for like Steam VR. And you can do some things to make it work on Quest, if that's your preferred. God damn it, I'm having so much trouble getting this together. Oh, did I get it? Did I fucking get all the 4? I did! I finally got all 4 quadrants. I'm fucking finally done with this part of this kit. Holy fucking shit. That took forever. I'm so sorry about that. It was so slow going, and my fingers hurt from doing it. But yeah, that I love that I just wrote down here, talk about Mayonnaise Hole. It's such a weird thing for me to write down, but it's true. That is the thing I wanted. I wanted to talk to you tonight about Mayonnaise Hole, and then I got to. It's just a weird sentence coming out of my mouth, but true. So yeah, you got VR. Take a look-see. All right, so why isn't this? This isn't going in a way that it should. Oh, boy. Yo, boy. Okay. So this should just, theoretically, slide up. Kind of is doing it. All right. Of course, I also don't want to break anything, so I'm like being very precious with this stuff because I don't want anything weird to happen to it. So I was like, all right, I'm putting a lot of pressure on this piece so that I can try to slide this other part in over it. Because once I do that, maybe it'll hold in place. Okay. All right. I think I got it. I think this is all good here. Whew, okay. I saw a disturbing video of a college football player that apparently likes to put mayo in his coffee. Lord Crashington, I respect you so much. I appreciate you being such an active member of the community. That is something you did not need to share with me because that is going to haunt me for quite some time, Lord Crashington. You didn't have to share that information. I could have gone my whole life without knowing that. Fucking yikes, Lord Crashington. Nah, I'm not mad at you. I'm just like bummed I know that. Look, I don't even drink coffee. And I don't drink coffee. I do like mayonnaise. I think that sounds bad. That feels like a thing you do by accident when you're tired one morning, and then you convince yourself you meant to do it so that instead you don't like get made fun of. You're just like, no, I always put mayo in my coffee. It's great. And then, like a sicko, you start to like it. You convince yourself that you like it. Because our human brains are developed in that way that we can do that to ourselves. We can just decide that we are the way we are and that we like things that we definitely don't because it is a survival instinct. And we're just like, no, I clearly love this. I will keep the video to myself, but it made the rounds on sports Twitter as people jokingly called for him to go to jail. Yeah. At the very least, some sort of intervention could take place, or maybe should take place, where someone's just like, hey, what? What are we talking about here, my dude? What's up, my guy? What if you weren't like this? All right, we are going to finish this one section here, and then we'll take a pause for the cause because it's almost 10 p.m. We're going to eventually do the, me talking about stuff and the thing. I got to talk about the stuff and the things and get ready for that. All right, so this is going to go on here. This is going to go on like this. Got to get these chest parts on. Hell yeah. Look at that. Look at all those chest rockets or chest machine guns. Sometimes you just want chest machine guns. You need to have a bunch of machine guns in your chest that you just open up and shoot everybody. And if you don't have that, you're like, oh no, I don't have that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Dirty says, on a slightly better note, I saw your boy Combing is getting a dub release. That makes sense. I mean, that's a lot going on. Like, you do kind of probably want to wait. That feels like an anime you want to wait until it's done to see, like, what is expected of all of the voice actors. Like, you don't want to do, like 1 week or 2 week delays on that. You want to, like, find out what's going on with that show before you start casting it, since there's a lot of music and performance in it. That makes sense. I saw a One Piece man that had machine guns in his hair to shoot pirates. Yup. There are a couple different gun heads. Various things. Oh, there's laser fingers, laser hair, gun hair. There's gun animals. A bunch of different things. One Piece truly is a bunch of weird bullshit. A bunch of wonderful, weird bullshit that I very much enjoy. All right, let's get the guns on this chest here. Hell yeah. Oh, that's looking dope. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. See that? That's looking real good. Oh, got to focus. Hopefully, overall, everything's looking good from your angle here. I did white balance again. I did my best to white balance the streams here, our build. So hopefully things look on this camera like they look in this camera. Although there is more light coming to me here, so this is going to always look a little different than over here. But hopefully it'll look similar. Are you talking about the guy with the hair rolls and mustache who was a butler? He's a big white wig that was spy for Kingdom. Yeah. Yeah, the Misters and the Misses. The Ms. Numbers, the Mr. Numbers, and the Ms. Days of the Week. Yes, you're in that area there. Alabaster. You're doing some Alabaster shit. You're about to see Zoro fight a bunch of people. If you haven't already, you're about to see Zoro fight a whole bunch of people and just generally be pissed off about the whole thing. There's some good Zoro in Alabaster. Real good Zoro. All right, we're not done with the chest yet. We're taking a pause from the chest to take a pause for the cause. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Pat Baer. If you're new to the stream, hit that follow button so you know when I go live next. And I appreciate you being here. If you're not already a subscriber, consider it. I'm going to talk about ways you can support the channel right here, because your support is very helpful for me to continue to do shit like buy very expensive model kits to build on stream that I've wanted to build for 2 decades. And I appreciate you being here. John already did, but if you're a subscriber, you can throw the Bear Cave, the Lego. If you're a tier 2, you can Bear Cave, Lego, Sight the Moat. The tier 2 gets, of course, the lovely blue emote. Me as Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Pat. Subscribing is the easiest way to show me that you want me to keep doing what I'm doing here. And it's the cheapest way to do it. $5 a month. Very easy, very simple. Jam is here. Welcome, Jam. You could also gift a sub if you're not interested in doing the Prime Gaming token or subscribing with cash money. If you don't want to do that, you could gift a sub to somebody in the community. You want to bring them in. We are currently at 33. You can see 33 subscribers. The goal is to hit 40. I would love to fucking hit 40. So if you want to become a subscriber, you could just do that. You just subscribe, gift a sub anonymously, or take credit. Bits and coins always appreciated as well. Those are ways to support what I do. Obviously, that's not the only way. And I will get back to model kit building, don't worry. But for like 6 or 7 minutes, I'm going to talk about like ways you can support the channel. Look, I have a Patreon, and I don't think you should jump in today. But here's the thing. Here's what I'd like you to do. If you've been thinking about joining my Patreon, don't do it today. But click the link that's in the chat. and bookmark it. And go back on Monday when it's the first of the month, right? That's Monday. I'm double checking that. Yeah. Monday's the first of the month. It'll be the first new stream of the month. Go on August 1st and jump in that day. That'll be the best day of the month to jump in. $1, $3, $5, $10 tier, different rewards for different tiers. Take a look at it. Get in there. You'll like it. I'm doing a Q&A video for my Patreon tomorrow. Was I supposed to do it today? Yeah. Did I? No. I had other things that I had to do. Can't believe it's going to be August. Yes, Lashbrook, it will soon be August. I'll have a new song for us to dance to. It'll be very fun. I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/PatBear. Subscribing to that would be great if you haven't already, because I put videos up. I have a new video every Wednesday and every other Monday. Including this Monday coming up, I'll have a new video over on YouTube. Why did that didn't work? Hold on. youtube.com/PatBear. Nightbot, why are you not putting that into chat? There we go. Nightbot, great. But you can subscribe there. $2 a month, you could jump in. That would be good if you want to do that. And then if you're like, Pat, I would love to help you out, but I can't do monthly, but I do it once in a while. Well, there are ways to just directly give me the monies from Coffee or directly through PayPal or through Stream Elements. Those are various ways you can support me financially. Everything that I talked about there goes into a fund which I use to take money out to buy model kits. I could not have pre-ordered this kit without your generous support. So that's through YouTube, which also includes AdSense, so watch my videos, and that helps me as well. Patreon, Twitch, direct donations, all that goes in, and that's how I buy model kits. So I appreciate that. Now, I also have an Amazon wish list, and you could buy something on that wish list and then jump the queue. So I don't know what I'm building next, but if you want to make sure it's something that you want me to build, then you could buy it on my Amazon wish list. And we'll click on that and take a look at that. There's Lego sets, inexpensive kits, expensive kits, kits that go on sale a lot, kits that are way too overpriced. The Zetas from Gundam Age, still a reasonable price. That's nice. That's a fun looking kit. That's a grunt. That's like $26 right now with free Prime shipping. But yeah, I have inexpensive kits, very expensive kits. I got a kit in there. The Farseek from Gundam Age. That's a nice little pink and purple kit. That's a very cool kit. You could pick that up. A bunch of different things in there. And again, it jumps the queue. It becomes the next thing I build if you buy something there. And there's some gear at the bottom, some equipment that would be nice if you considered picking up that stuff, because sometimes people don't know what to buy as far as model kits go, but they want to support the channel, which is rad. Alternative to that, I have a throne wish list. You could buy something from my throne wish list. It's more curated, but I really like having the option to not have an Amazon wish list, have something besides that. And then USA Gundam Store. You go to USA Gundam Store, buy a gift card, send me the gift card code, DM me. My DMs are open on Twitter with the gift card code. You can just do that if you wanted to. That's just the thing you could do. I have a Discord if you want to support me for free. We will get back to building in just a moment. My Discord is nice. I post build photos at the end of every stream. People post stuff they're working on. Great, lovely people in that Discord. I recommend checking it out. A couple of video links, and before we get back into model kit building, Pat Bear's Anime Club. As I said, I have a new episode coming out on Monday. If you were a $5 or $10 patron, you would get that video tomorrow. But also, check out the last one on my YouTube, where I talked about all of the isekai that is out this season. You take a look at that. Also, Do You Remembaer is an ongoing video series where every week I read something, an article online. This one is about Peter Cullen, who I did not know was the voice of Monterey Jack. I knew he was Eeyore, and I knew he was, of course, Optimus Prime. I did not realize that he was Monterey Jack from Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers, and that rules. Just me talking about the various roles and how he settled on the voice of Optimus Prime, which, when he went into audition for that and starting in radio, and just the life of Peter Cullen. It was just fun to do some research on Mr. Cullen. So check out that video because it's fun, and I like doing that, and I do a video project every year. Will I do another one next year? Of course I will. I like doing my Wednesday projects, so check that out. All right, we're going to talk about some anime as I continue working on this kit. But first things first, I need to drink water before we get back into it. So I'm going to hit the dramatic transition and drink some water. Here we go. Dramatically transition. Dirty wants me at the dance button. I'll hit the dance button. Here we go. And then Lord Crashington wants me to hit the dance button. Here we go. This will be the last night for that song. And then on Monday, you'll hear a song that is different and also is a song that is not won't get me a copyright strike or anything because it is part of the Elgato store as music you can just download for free. So I know that it'll be fine. That's all the dance music that I have now. And I got a bunch of them. Now we can talk about next month is Freebird. Yeah, no copyrighted material. Also, my water right now is, luckily, I can easily access it because I have my monitor instead of the big TV that I used to have right here. Now I have my monitor, and so then I can keep my water near me instead of being on the floor where I'm constantly worried that I will kick it. I will not kick it there. And you're like, can you kick it? Yes, I can. All right. I'm going to panel line this first. We're going to hit this with... So this white is an off-white, but we are still going to hit it with gray. Because I do think that gray on this is still going to look better than black. And some of our other colors, we will hit black. But we don't need to panel line this too much. Because this blue is so dark... that you really don't need to hit it with too much. And we are also going to have a lot of stickers. But the gray here, we will hit with the blue, this whitish gray, we will hit with the gray marker, because I do think that's going to look good. And then I'll kind of decide as we go what gets panel and what doesn't. This kit is so dark that it doesn't really need a lot of panels. Also, I just decided I wanted to break out a new eraser because my other one was getting kind of small. This is the second of a 5-pack, and I started that last one when I started using markers a couple years ago, so this shall last me quite some time. But yeah, I think I bought a 5-pack of these polymer erasers, so this will last quite a bit. Should not run into any issues. And then I guess we'll panel line this as well. And just use the gray marker. All right, so let's talk about some anime. I am dropping, I believe. Now, maybe I might pick it up in my own free time. But right now, I have not been feeling, and I skipped it last week, and did not feel it was necessary for me to jump back into Phantom of the Idol, the body possession idol show. It just wasn't super feeling it. I'm a week behind on it. Never really wanted to get caught up, so I have not gotten caught up on it yet. I might in the future. I might come back to it. I might watch it on my own time and talk about it at the end of the year. But right now, I'm not feeling it, so I'm not going to keep watching it. But I have been watching Teppen, Laughing Till You Cry. To remind folks about this show, this is the show about 5 different sets of trios. They're all young ladies. They are all competing in a nationwide contest in Japan, is the premise, for 3-person stand-up groups. If you're like, is that a thing? Not really. Manzai is traditionally a 2-person thing. This is trios. And it's weird that they do that, but that is what the show is. So the general idea is, usually every episode is 3 girls are kind of doing stand-up and setting up a bit, and then we flash back to the real-life events that led to the bit. That is not this episode. This episode is some Twilight Zone shit, and it was a very interesting thing. I don't think this was like the best episode of the series so far, but I do think that it was really interesting how it was set up. But basically, the idea is we're looking at the three girls from the group Invaders, and their gimmick is that they're interested in aliens. Now, we as an audience member are aware that one of the girls is actually an alien. The other two members of the group don't know that she's an alien, which is weird because she often says shit that would make it very clear that she's a goddamn alien. But for whatever reason, they don't pick up on that. And so, sure, they're just like, yeah, oh, what? Oh, yeah, very funny. So she's a goddamn alien. And they are on a bus, and they are heading to a school. And it's not quite explained why. And they're not practicing any of their routines, but they are like throwing out some premises and kind of like flirting around the idea. Manzai is basically like somebody will set up a premise and then the other person will react to that premise and kind of either cut them off or ask leading questions to get them to continue to make the jokes that appear in it. That is traditionally how it works. So it's a lot of like, hey, here's the thing about my hometown. Oh, what is it? Weird thing. Leading question to let you extrapolate that. Confusion about the weird thing you just said. And then slap or some kind of note to be like, punchline. Because in this one, the person who is letting the stuff continue, the person is calling it out, also gets to like put a button on it. Which is weird. It is a weird thing in general for this type of comedy. But in this point, they're like setting up some stuff, and one of the girls just says, like, she doesn't understand the thing that the other person's talking about, because she's talking about the 7 weird, like, folklore in Hokkaido, which is where they're all from. And she's just setting up, like, she's just talking about all the folklore of the area. And our girl is just like, I don't know, like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. And then a buzzer goes off, and then the scene resets, and it's the lines they delivered before. And one of our characters is just like, wait, what's happening right now? And she's just like, no, I think something's repeating. And then it starts over again because you can't talk about it. And she starts to figure out the rules of this, which is she's supposed to deliver the punchlines that end the jokes by identifying the elements of Hokkaido from these fables. It's like the story of the weird smile, like the long smile girl. There's like a kappa thing. There's all these little things that happen. These creatures that are referenced, these folklores that are referenced, and she has to like get the timing right and say them. So it's this weird way of like exploring the idea of how to tell a joke in order to complete this like weird world that she's in. And then it's conceptually really awesome. I might not be doing a good job of explaining it, but the concept of like, this is the thing that is happening to this girl is very interesting to me. And then eventually they get off this bus that they've been on, which also, there's no driver for the bus, and nobody talks about that, which is weird. It's been a very surreal episode. And then the bus turns into a UFO, and then leaves crop circles, and then the girl from Invaders is just like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Poor crop management, which is the non sequitur, like the wrong answer. Buzz, loop starts again, end of episode. And so she's gonna definitely be repeating that again until she has to get all the bits right. And it was a weird fucking episode. There was like no stand-up set. They didn't win at the end. You assume they would eventually, and then we just cut away, and it was like, if that was your first episode, you'd be like, what the fuck is this show? It all took place in one location, and like, it was just like a weird Mobius thing. What is this? It's very weird and very cool. And there were plenty of references about how that one girl is an alien, and they don't seem to be picking that stuff up. They don't seem to be understanding that she's an alien, which is very fun. But yeah, very weird episode. Not my favorite, but it also is the closest thing we've gotten to an episode where they just talk about comedy, because I am now pretty resigned to the fact that this is a slice of life about comedians, not a anime about comedy. It is Comedy Bang Bang, not WTF with Mark Maron, if that makes sense. It is a comedy show, not a show about comedy. So that's like, all right. That's what, it's not the like diehard thing that I want. It's not particularly what I'm, really craving, but it's good and I like it. So that's Teppen with a lot of exclamation points. Laugh until you cry. Okay, so D goes in here. All right, now we're going to build our chest parts here. We're going to try to finish we're going to try to do a whole chest here of this master grade in one stream. So we'll definitely try to finish this off. And then it looks like we aren't doing the stickers until the end, because it is not giving me instructions about the chest stickers. But we will do the head stickers. So that's interesting that we're not doing... Yeah, we're not doing the chest stickers here. Okay. All right, so I need A and I2. Just this. Ooh, wait. Oh, wait, folks. We might not have to do the stickers on the chest. There might not be chest stickers. There might just be shoulder stickers. That's great. Ooh, the idea that it's plastic for the chest piece is so nice. That's what it is. Hell yeah. I did not know that. I assumed that, like the high-grade version that I have built before, that it would be all stickers. But no, they are giving us a little bit of plastic in there. That fucking rules. Yeah, this is a 2016 part. That is awesome. We will still have to do the shoulder parts there, as you can see, and like probably the waist part as well will most likely be stickers. But the chest piece there is going to be plastic, which is fantastic. That plastic is that rhymed. That was not my intention to have that rhyme, but that is fucking cool. That's fucking cool as hell. All right, that's very, very cool. We'll just put it to the side there. All right, let's talk about Black Summoner. Oh, hey, somebody subscribed. I didn't get the notification. Thank you to whoever subscribed. We're now at 34 subscribers. We're on our way back up to 40. So thank you so much to whoever subscribed there. If you want to, take credit for it, you could. But thank you very much to whoever did. I'm going to throw the Bear Cave Lego Scythe emote in the chat anyway. And the blue emote. Thank you for subscribing. Whoever got it back up to 34. I know Stroud had an issue where he couldn't click a button, so it was me all along, Austin. Yes, indeed. It was me all along, comma, Austin. All right, so gotta put that in there. All right, let's do this part first, which is A13. Okay, so Black Summoner. A month has passed since our last episode, and the elf girl, whose name is Ethel. Ethel, Ethel is a slave, which sucks. Sucks that she's a slave. Sucks that this thing is even exploring the idea of that, but whatever. They've been leveling her up. They're getting her ready to go. She is focused on archery and using magic to support her archery, and she's like a great deadly archer now. And she is also into sewing. She is even sewing gear, which is a plus that our dude is very happy to have. Our dude Kelvin. Let's see. Also, she's pretty friendly with Angie, who is a guild secretary, who is, on the one hand, very interested in the flirting that sometimes happens with Kelvin and Ethel, and also is getting in on that flirting because she recognizes that Kelvin is a strong, cool dude, even if he is. Also, she enjoys the fact that he is seemingly clueless that people are flirting with him. Because, yeah, he's just, he's a main character in a harem anime. So he is not going to know that people are interested. He's just never going to know that shit. All right, we got to get this in here, and I got to see about how it looks. Because like this. Got to do this on one side. Sorry, folks. This is going to take me a second because I'm not sure how this goes in. Because I didn't even know this existed. There it goes. Got it. Took me a second there to get that piece in. Oh, that looks rad. Look at that. Look at that compared to this. Oh, that's so bright and vibrant. Aren't you so glad that's not stickers? I am. I'm so thrilled that's not stickers. I could even panel line that. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it like it looks. But that is so nice. God damn, that's good. All right, so we're going to put that there. Anyway, hey, and then a prince from a nearby country shows up because he is looking for Kelvin. But while he's looking for Kelvin, he also is just like, hey, look at these beautiful ladies. They're coming with me. To which obviously Kelvin is like, yeah, no, fuck off. Beats the shit out of the guy's guards, threatens the prince, and then it's just like, well, you were looking for me, and obviously I would never work for you even if you hadn't threatened my people. So that ends. Meanwhile, Melfina, who is the goddess of reincarnation that's been hanging out, she goes off because she's got to do her job, which is go to the Oracle. Colette, the Oracle. You might remember from a previous episode that she helped Colette summon some heroes. Turns out those heroes are not as strong as Kelvin, we find out later. And she's basically like, hey, go deal with this thing. Also, stay away from this area, the area that Kelvin is in, because she does not want them to find out that they are so less powerful than a reincarnated dude. Let's see. We get into this. This is the thing that will come back again. Of course, Ethel. She was cursed. Not only did she be a slave her whole life, she was cursed that anyone who would touch her would be engulfed in flames. So she was miserable her whole life and just caused injury to people and was really sad and broken up about it. So, of course, the dude that came along freed her from her curse and then also treats her like a companion, not like a slave. Hey, guess what? Duh, she fell in love with that dude. So our dude, she totally fell in love with him and finally is like, hey, I'm in love with you. And he's just like, I appreciate that. I think you're great, but I own you. And so that's not something that I'm interested in. He lets her down as best he can. He's basically just like, hey, that's just not a thing. Which, makes sense that is his response. And you would want that to be his response. Also, what if he didn't own a fucking slave? But that, I guess, is too much to ask in an anime. Jesus. Anyway, Melfina shows up and is like, hey, those heroes are really weak. That's why I don't want you to meet them. I said that. Guildmaster Leo is like, hey, Kelvin, we've heard that there is a demon in one of the dungeons. And we're not equipped to fight that because at worst, demons are like the weakest demon possible is going to be B rank. So we are not equipped to fight a demon. And Kelvin's like, you want me to go, huh? And he's like, well, Leo's like, I am really busy dealing with the fact that there's like a prince that says that he got assaulted by a guild member. There's like a lot going on. And then Leo's like, oh yeah, huh? Well, yeah. Kelvin's like, yeah, I'll go. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You deal with that. I'm going to go deal with this cave. You may remember the previous episode. We did have a moment where there was a shot of a woman, a demon-looking woman, and then some dude kind of crawling around. That was last episode. Turns out that is a girl in this cave. Her name is Sarah. She is encased in some sort of seal. She's trapped in a seal. And she is the daughter of the previous demon lord who was defeated and who is probably going to get resummoned. Meanwhile, the demon that's there. He absorbs people's energy. That's how he gets stronger. And he is there hoping to absorb the energy of enough humans so that he has the traits of a human and can break the seal and then absorb her powers and then become the new Demon King. And he seems very strong. And he's like, ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm sure that you regret coming here. And Meanwhile, Kelvin is very excited about what's happening right now. He is so amped up for what is about to take place. And it is explained to Ethel by the knight companion. Oh, yeah, the thing about your master is he's very excited about fighting people that are strong and having battles to the death because he is, of course, a battle junkie. So that is how the episode ends, and I assume next episode will be, maybe even the whole episode will be this epic fight where Kelvin is just so excited about fighting a strong dude. Yes, he's a little Goku. He is a battle junkie. He is there. That is the reason why he gave up his memories when he got reincarnated, was he gave up his memories in exchange for more powers so he could be even stronger. This dude loves fighting, and he is so psyched to be fighting this high-ranking demon. He can't fucking wait for that shit to happen. And that is where we end this episode, and then we will find out how that shit goes next week. Black Summoner. I still hate that the Armor Knight, the undead Armor Knight, still hate that he is CGI. Still think it would be better if he wasn't CGI because it looks bad. It just looks bad and out of place in the rest of the show. So bummed about that because they started off so strong and then added the CGI. That really bummed me out. But unfortunately, it is what it is. All right, we got the chest armor in here going. As you can see, this pops in there and pops open. I'm so glad this is plastic and not stickers. I'm so happy the first stickers we're going to be doing are on the head. That rules. Very glad about that. I thought he gave up his memory so he could get the summoning skill high enough to summon Melfina as a companion because of love. No, so he asked her to be a summon because he fell in love with her. He gave up his... He has too many skills that a normal reincarnated person should have. Like, he has the growth doubler and more skill points when he levels up. He got some of those skills in exchange for giving up his memories because it wasn't enough. The fact that she's gonna be summoned by him eventually is just because she was swept away by his romantic gesture. But no. The memories was so that he would get more cool, overpowered abilities, which somewhat justifies why he is such an overpowered main character, is because he gave up his memories for it instead of just because. Like my isekai life is just, we don't know why, but he's the chosen one that got summoned to another world and is given all these powers to save that world, and we don't know why. Just that he was chosen to do it. The end. All right, so let's do this. All right, we're gonna start on the head here. Now it's part of the stream. I'm gonna ask you folks. Hey, what are you playing? What are you watching? What are you engaging with right now? What's got you going? If you're watching any anime, you're watching any TV. Video game wise, I have been playing Multiverses more. I played some today. I got like a couple games in. I played some Hearthstone and some Multiverses. Was happy to play both of them. Still enjoying Multiverses. Still playing Hearthstone. I won some games of Hearthstone today, which was great. Lord Crashes is on the last job of Power Washing Simulator, and it's a huge thing. That last job is huge. You are not wrong. There is a lot going on there. There is a lot that is asked of you on that job. It is quite the fucking thing. Good luck with that. I'm not done with that. I've played a little bit, but I'm not done with that. John has been watching some Zeta Gundam, playing some Payday 2 and Fire Emblem. Sorry, the Three Houses. Not liking getting my AC heaters installed. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Ghostval says a little bit of TMNT and mostly fixing up the computer room. Nice, getting some work done in there. Yeah, I have. I mean, I have Game Pass, so I should be playing more TMNT. I just haven't been playing it. I like it. I just haven't been playing it. Okay. Well, one thing I want to talk to you about is the retro collection. Yeah. So here's something. I bought Bed and Breakfast because I liked the demo. The people I know who've been playing it seem to not like it, and I'm worried. So I am going to play some of it tomorrow to decide if I'm going to stream it on Monday. Because right now I don't know what streaming on Wednesdays. Apologies. I don't know what I'm streaming on Wednesday. But I've heard such poor things about Bear and Breakfast, which felt like a no-brainer, that now I'm worried that I'll also not enjoy it. Because I definitely... I liked the vertical slice of it, but what if that's, I don't know. I've just not heard good things. And these are from people that like these kinds of games, aren't enjoying it. So, I don't know. Bear and Breakfast, I might not, I'm now a little bummed that I bought it if I don't end up liking it, but people I know have been loving it. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I rolled credits on Rise Sunbreak, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. So I'm slowly building up my MR rank, but also jumped back into Lost Ark and picked up my playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicle D. Nice, you got a lot of stuff going on there, Dirty. Nor Crashing says, I started playing Multiverses, and I'm surprised that I'm enjoying it so far since I don't care for Smash. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I mean, it's fun to play as Batman and Shaggy. It's just good times. So Friend Weep says, started Persona 4 Golden, and the first AI Sonum files. Oh, nice. Friend Weep, enjoy Persona 4 Golden. I love that game. I love Persona 4. I love Golden. I hope you really enjoy it. I mean, I hope that it can keep your interest. It's such a quality game. But yeah, I've just heard I've heard very bad things about Bear and Breakfast, and I bought it. I'm going to try it out. I just don't know if I'm going to play it on Wednesday. I might call an audible. I might say, I'm playing this on Wednesday, and then change my mind. I don't know. But I'm going to try it out tomorrow before I really, decide. I also could just say I'm doing it, and then if we're not having fun, bail. I could always bail. And I would not be opposed to just calling it audible and not doing that. But yeah, I got to set up what we're going to do in August. Also, I have to the first half of the month is really easy for me to plan out. For August, it's really easy because there are 5 Wednesdays in August, and that's always a little fun for me to kind of figure out what I'm going to do. But I'm also going out of town at the end of August, so like my schedule will be kind of a little different anyway, just because I'm going to go out of town. Um, Lord Crash says I keep jumping into matches in multiverses with new characters and forgetting to check the move list. Ended up buying Shaggy as my first unlocked character. He has some great tricks. I mean, look, I said this before when I was talking about this game. You can throw sandwiches at people, so Shaggy's pretty fucking great. And it's Batman. Like, I just like defeating, I assume to be children playing as, like, as Garnet. I just, there's something about that. Like, Adventure Time and Steven Universe characters just getting their asses beat by me as Batman. It's just fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's not super big, Harrison. Shaggy does have a rage mode. They did the meme. You'd think they would do. Yes. Let's see. Seems like kind of a pain to read stuff on new Manga Up app. I end up just watching instead. It feels weird. The anime is way hornier than the manga. Usually the reverse is true. Yes, usually the anime kind of reduces the horniness. In that particular one, I think that the anime turns it up because it's. I mean, I don't have a good reason for it. I think they just do it. It was just like the vibe the manga was probably going for, that they don't really delve too much in art wise. I don't know, but yeah, it is hornier. Yeah. So I can't use Manga Up on my iPad Mini. I can only use it on my phone, so that's not worth it to me. Sorry, Square Enix. I am not super thrilled with your app because I can't use it on the iPad Mini. Otherwise, Lashbrook is enjoying it. The Kagaruki. Kakeguri. I've never had to say it out loud. Kakeguri. Reminds me of early bits of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where everyone has bullshit games they made up to cheat at. Yeah, it's very Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0. With the same kind of high stakes. But nobody's an Egyptian pharaoh, as far as I know. I don't particularly enjoy that series, so I don't know if anyone's a pharaoh. They could be. I am at around episode 80 of One Piece, says Lord Crashington, where Nami is sick, and I'm assuming this is where they pick up a doctor. Maybe. I mean, yes. It is the quest for a doctor. The introduction of some good characters. Looks like all characters WB owns. Maybe James Bond will come his own. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, LeBron James is in it, which is like very funny. I think that is a silly thing that I appreciate. There are a bunch of characters that are in there that are like, this is a weird thing. Oh, I guess WB does own this. Okay. Multiverse is like, yeah. I didn't play the Nickelodeon game. I heard good things about that, but it feels like they didn't really get an audience. And I'm not the biggest Smash person, but I do appreciate Smash for what it is. I just like, it's just never been my thing. So I can't like speak too much on it. But I understand, I understand why people like Smash. It's just never really been my thing. Like, eventually I'm just going to get in a bunch of games where I get my ass kicked. And I don't have I'm not duoing with anyone right now. So eventually I will probably end up, getting a partner and trying 2x2v2. Because I hear Velma is a great support character. And that like doesn't have to get, she kind of like fights from afar. And that sounds fun. And I wouldn't mind checking that out. All right, let's see if I can finish the head here. We need this. We'll get the head pieces on here. Oops. It'd be good if we did the chest and the head together. So we'll get that together. I do love when One Piece characters get to be overpowered, like with Zoro in the Assassin Town, and the guy that starts eating the merry-go-round. And Luffy before he bazookas him into the distance. Yes, One Piece does showcase the characters. Like, people get to do shit in that show. You know, like, people do get to step up and show the world who they are. And then the thing is that as they start introducing more and more new characters in the One Piece, you know, you get less like moments of characters being super cool and having big moments, and then just when you're like, when the fuck is Nami gonna get to do some shit? Then Nami does some shit, and you're like, hell yeah. Nami's gonna wait a long time for her to do some other cool shit, because they're very like new character focused. Like, all right, this is Sanji's time to shine. All right, Sanji's done shining for a while. Okay, now it's Zoro's time to shine. Zoro's done for a little while. Chopper's gonna do a fucking thing. Hell yeah, it's Chopper time. Okay, no more Chopper for a while. And they just go through and repeat that kind of for a while. And then if there's new characters, it's like, oh, it's time for Frankie to do some shit. All right, go do some other stuff, Frankie. Is it Usopp? Yeah, it's Usopp. This is a weird thing Usopp's doing right now, but it's great. So Usopp's gonna do that thing. Hey, Robin's pretty fucking strong and cool. All right. Okay, bye, Robin. Just hang out there for a while. Thank you for your service. Yeah. I guess a wizard makes sense in that world. I mean, I wouldn't be super excited about it myself, but like, okay. Yeah. We'll see how that the school game goes for them. Zoro getting covered in wax, deciding to just cut off his legs. Yes. Yep, he's just like, and then he's like, all right, fine, I can't get out of this, then I'm going to do a cool pose. It's battle pose time. Got to the point in Live Alive tonight where my caveman has an ape attack. Oh, AoE attack. I think you said ape attack there. I read that wrong. An AoE attack that's just him doing a big fart. Someone did tell me that there's a big fart in that game, and I believed them. I just didn't know what exactly they were saying. All right, there's a big fart. There's a big fart attack in that game. All right. Cool. Radical. All right. We're almost done with this. We're going to call it quits once I finish this lovely kit here. Gonna put that on there. And then the nice thing with this teal is, I'm going to panel line it. I kind of don't fucking have to. It kind of is just going to look good because it's so dark. But I will still hit it with the marker, a little black marker, and kind of clean it up. I have it written as blue above me. I might change that to teal because it really is a teal. But I will wait on putting the this part here until we are ready to go. And I have to clip this here. Yeah. Let me just hit this with a black marker, and then we'll... I haven't played that section yet, but there is a model kit for pre-order of the mecha from the near future chapter. Been thinking about it. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I should look at Premium Bandai. My money situation right now is like not the best, but if there's like a cheap pre-order for next year, I kind of do need to look at next year. Because my pre-order situation right now is the part separator that was supposed to come this month, but clearly hasn't. So who knows when that's coming. The August stuff is coming. I know that's coming. I got 3 kits coming there, 3 high grades. In September, I get the Gundam Marine type Gundiver, which looks beautiful. Will the God Gundam real grade come in October? I mean, I hope it does. I don't know if it will, if that actually will come out. Will the Shenlong Gundam high grade come out in October? Maybe. When will the Raider Gundam full mechanics fucking come out? I don't know. and then I have the Red Rider in December. So like this part of the year is pretty good as far as that goes. But I don't know what's going on with the. Okay, so this is the Live Alive Structure Arts, the Steel Titan pre-order. This model kit. This is a cool look. Look, that crown is rad. The backpack is rad. All the gold looks neat. This is a cool looking kit. The runners look all right. Got some number stickers there. Who makes this though? Who's making this? Square Enix. All rights reserved. This is a kit from is this a reissue of the 94 or is that no 1994 2022? Okay, I was gonna say I'm like, is this kit from 1994 or is Live Alive from 1994 originally? And that's why the trademark is showing up there. Because if this kit is a reissue of a 1994 kit, that might be a little rough, my friend. That doesn't look bad. But yeah. It's pretty basic looking for the price. Yeah. Yeah, that does look like for $42, that might not be a lot of a kit, but it makes sense that if you were looking on that page, you would maybe pay for that. I'm guessing that's from when the game released in the SNES. Yeah, I assume that's the copyright from that and not the copyright of the original model kit. But it also could be a 1994 model kit. I've just, I don't know. That's also possible. All right, yeah. That didn't really do anything, but it looks okay. So put that there. We'll hit this with a little bit of black, and then we will probably call it quits here. Live Alive is from 94. I don't know if it's from the 90s, but I know the kit was in the Japanese collector's edition of the remaster. Oh, okay. That's fun. Yeah, so I don't know if the kit is also from 1994 or if but it had that copyright on there from the game, and that just threw me off because I was confused. All right. Dang, that looks neat. And then we'll just put the head there. We made some progress tonight. So on Monday, we'll start working on the arms. Of course, Manga Monday will continue, where I'll be talking about some manga or manhwa that I've been reading, whatever comes up that I want to chat about. So we'll continue with that. Let's see. We are going to raid. That is how we end every stream. We're going to go on a raid. We're going to go find somebody out there doing cool shit that we want to go support and hang out with. I think we might go. I don't know if they are still running. So I'm going to see who's streaming right now. We always end with a raid. You're damn right, and John. Thanks everybody for being here tonight. Thank you for chatting with me, or just lurking and watching. That's also cool too. Let's see. Funny Rave is still going on. We're gonna raid Funny Rave. Funny Rave is a bunch of DJ rave sets. It's a bunch of DJ sets with weird music in the background, or weird music but weird visuals in the background. There's no what do I want to say about that? Are we almost done here? I actually can't tell. No, they're still going. There's no like DJs on set. It's all like weird music and weird visuals done by a bunch of different people. A new set just started, so we're gonna go. I'm not describing Funny Rave right. It's fucking cool as hell. I was watching it a lot today, and I was having a real good time with it. So we're gonna raid this, and I think you'll have a good time with it. Just some cool music and cool visuals, remixes and weird DJ sets. So come along on this rave. You'll enjoy it. Literally, Sonic is dancing right now. I don't know why, but that's going to be fun. So come along, hang out. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you have a great night. Come back on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern time as we continue working on this. Come in on this rave. It's gonna this rave raid. It's gonna be fun, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.